Hello, people. We were not expecting to do a show tonight. Danny was out running around doing a bunch of nothing. And so we FBS is at the beach. He may not even do a show tonight. So we said, what the hell? Let us come on, 8:30. We haven't been on 8:30 on a Saturday, I don't think ever. Usually by now, Danny is sleeping. Well, you do like to sleep, Danny. You do like to sleep.
That I do.
Okay. Well, people, let's see. Okay. Can everybody, if you can't hear me, please let me know. We're going to have kind of a fun show tonight, and we're going to talk about Danny Trejo's been exposed. He hasn't been leaving his house. He's been looking out his window. He's been sneaking into his car when it's dark because he's been exposed. And we're going to talk about Danny Trejo being exposed. It's kind of humiliating, ain't it, Danny? The way they've been exposing you?
It's a little frightening.
It's frightening that all the things they're coming up with.
Yeah. I'm afraid to go outside.
So, Danny, can you tell us how your worker's wife is doing?
She's not going to make it. She's currently on life support. They're going to pull the plug, I think, on Monday.
And how old is she?
36.
And she had an aneurysm.
Correct.
So people, take your life serious, because here, Danny, this guy's working with Danny. He gets home. He finds his wife on the floor. They have 2 kids. I guess they must have been out. They were at camp, right?
Camp, yeah. Yeah.
And so he gets home and he finds his wife unresponsive on the floor. Nothing told him that she was sick before that, right? No headaches?
No. It evidently, it happened. And unfortunately, it was severe. So,
and it was an aneurysm. And aneurysm hit women in their 30s and 40s. It's the leading cause of death for women besides breast cancer in their 30s and 40s.
Right.
But anyway, I'm going to read some of the people here. Alan Therese, how you doing? Jennifer Baez, Beck Brooklyn, BAK Brooklyn. I gave you a wrench, brother. Tony B, how you doing? Okay, Mobbed Up Production. I like what he says. Look what he says. This is one of the best shows on. You damn straight. You damn straight. We don't even know what we're doing tonight. We just came on.
Much appreciated.
Okay, well, we're going to find something to do. I think Danny and I are going to take our shirts off and hula dance. Okay. This guy right here, I can't stand him. Lee Cole and Danny Trejo podcast. Block him if he gets out of control, people. Jennifer Baez. How you doing, Jennifer? Appreciate you coming on the show. Michael Hensley, how you doing, brother?
What's up, Mike?
Steve Marinello, how you doing?
What's
Steve?
up, Steve?
And the beautiful Jesse Roth is here.
Jesse.
And Jesse says, everyone, just to let you know, Miss Can't Be Wrong is not feeling well, but I have been in contact with her. Well, Jesse, we hope she feels well, because it's not having her here is kind of strange. Okay, let's see. Dollar Bill Will. Bendy Over. Pete, Mustache Pete, how you doing, brother? Bigfoot, how you doing? I'll be dropping, listen, guys, I'll be dropping the link tonight. Whoever wants to jump up here in a little bit. We're going to talk about, first we're going to break the news about Danny being exposed. Scott H., how's it going, Scott? Joey Dimes, good to see you here. I liked your video today. Please go to Joey Dimes and get him some subs, people. He does good work. Scott Bell, how you doing, Scott? Brian Press, Scott Lawson. Don Vito is here. Bigfoot, I've already said. Lee CT. Let's see, who else is Michael Rogers. Okay, so we're pretty much bendy over. When Bendy Over asks me how I'm doing, why does that make me nervous?
How you doing, pal?
I used to have a cellmate named Bend Me Over.
Hope he didn't bend you over.
Yes. He abused the shit out of me. It's just one of those things. I had to accept it and take it like a man or a woman, but I did take it. Mike Cadella up against the wall. Oh, I'm sorry, Mike. How you doing? Good to see you here.
What's up, Mike? I'll see you tomorrow night.
Danny, why don't you tell him what you're doing tomorrow night?
Mike graciously invited me on a show at 6 o'clock tomorrow. So everybody, please go and check out his channel. And if you haven't subbed to it, he's a great guy.
And Mike, we're dropping a link tonight. If you want to jump up, you're more than welcome. Okay. Let's see who else is here. Tommy Siggs. You can jump up too. Bring that handsome face of yours up here, brother. Come make us old farts jealous about your good looks. Pebbles 206. I can't go much further. Everybody's jumping in here. Davis Dean, last person. Don Vito, I'll only be here for a short while. I'm in bed. It's going to be 2 a.m. Sunday morning here. Sorry, Don. I didn't realize that. Okay. So there was some breaking news, people. And this is pretty devastating because Danny has lied to me. I was under the assumption, and this was brilliant reporting done. I'll give you an example. The guy has big teeth, really goofy looking, and he's a former white supremacist. And no, his last name's not Wolf. Well, actually it is, but I just want to say that. Well, John Wolf had some breaking news, and these subs. I mean, some of these people are weird. They believe, when you start believing stuff John Wolf says, you have issues. So basically, what we found out is Danny was born in Georgia, not New York City. That was breaking news, Danny. So why did you keep it from us that you were born in Georgia?
Well, I didn't want you guys to know. So
what was the main reason? Were you born on a corn farm?
Yeah, I used to shuck corn cob.
I can't picture you shucking corn cob.
Me neither, but I did.
Okay. So, Danny, in all reality, where were you actually born?
Brooklyn, New York.
Okay. What hospital?
Coney Island.
So, Coney Island. And what do you do when you see a clown like John Wolf?
Well, listen,
people under him answer and go, "Oh, John, you did a great job. We can't believe you did that." And John's like,
"Yeah,
you don't know what the fuck he's saying, but he said something."
Well, what he does is he's a troll, and he goes to my Facebook and he starts trolling through my Facebook, and he obviously saw I own a home in Georgia, so now he's telling everybody that I was born in Georgia and I'm not a gangster. I never admitted to being a gangster, but he seems to say I'm an ex-gangster. So thank you for clarifying to everybody that I'm an actual gangster. I appreciate that.
And then there's also some other news out there let's talk about. There was an article that was in Newsday, and somebody couldn't find the article, so that's a made-up article too. Danny, you really didn't spend 18 years in jail for murder.
No, I spent 30.
Where were you these 18 years when you were pretending you were in jail for murder?
I was upstate New York.
What were you doing? Were you a carny or something?
Yeah, I worked all the rides and everything,
Yeah.
The shoot the bum and all that kind of stuff. Dunk the bum.
See, people, this is what I love. These guys keep talking shit. They want to expose Danny, but they can't find a goddamn thing. So what they do is they lie. They bullshit. That's what they do.
But it's funny how they go to your Facebook and they take things out of your Facebook and they make up these horrendous fucking stories. It's comical. And, to his credit, he's an actual white supremacist. He still practices that. So, he's a legitimate white separatist and a piece of shit. So
he's been arrested for it. He's been arrested for it. Yeah.
So, I advise you to keep doing what you're doing because we have some really interesting news about you, John Wolf. And we're gonna expose you, but we're gonna legitimately expose you. So keep it coming. And there's people that really know you, legitimately know you and your real last name. So please keep up the good work and keep trying to find out.
You know what it is, John? We really don't like to go after the handicap and the mentally disturbed. We like to leave them alone, John Wolf. But you should feel good right now. We're putting you on here. We're talking about you and giving you play. This is probably the most play you've ever had in your whole life.
Well, his feelings are hurt because you took his wrench. He feels very upset.
I locked him off the show altogether.
Right. And he's very upset about that. He's telling everybody Lee Cole blocked me off the show because I can expose Danny Trio. Well, God damn it, I'm waiting, man. And I'm waiting.
Yes, and then there's another clown around with his show. He looks like a reformed druggie or something, and he's all upset because he wanted me to bring him on the show and interview him a couple times, and I always drop the link and he can come on, but instead, so what he did is he was reading some old documents about me, but he doesn't realize this shit was out there a year ago. So breaking news, he's out there a year ago. Here's what it comes down to, people. It don't matter what you find. Do you understand? I'm not going anywhere. I'm not a saint. You can find things on me. Danny, I don't think you can find things on Danny because Danny pretty much told you everything he does. He went for jail for murder, got shot, got his life together, went down to Florida. So you people talking expose, you're weak. You're weak. Expose us, please. Give us some good shit. This is boring, dudes. God, it's a good thing, Danny, they don't find out about those other bodies you have.
Thanks a lot, Lee. You just fucking threw me over the fucking bus.
That was a joke. That was a joke, Mr. Fed. Danny's like, damn.
The fuck are you doing to me here?
Now he has to go back and dig them up and put them in a different spot.
I ain't afraid to dig another hole.
Could you make a hole big enough for like a wolf?
He's a little guy, so yeah, no problem.
But a wolf, we can dig a hole for a wolf, right?
Yeah.
A wolf and a pizza, you know?
Yeah, that'd be interesting.
Michael Hensley, hello, Lee, Danny. So glad you're doing a show, gentlemen. And we came on a show. People, usually we like to put a good show together with some mafia stuff and really get into it. But no, tonight we're just here to make you hate us. A lot of people are going to go, oh, Lee and Danny came on. They didn't do no content. Okay, Michael Hensley, please like and subscribe to two hard-working gentlemen. That's right. And
Thank you, Mike.
Any of you people are here that usually donate to FBS, them big bucks, okay?
Throw it Lee's way.
Throw it this way. Forget about Gunsmoke. He lives at home. He doesn't need it. Okay? Everyone, just let me, just to let you know, yes, we appreciate that. Thank you, Jesse. I was wondering where she was the last couple of days. She's been sick, and let's just wish the best for her. Jesse, please tell me, Miss Can't Be Wrong. Okay, everybody. Yeah, good teaser. Title, Danny Gets Exposed. Tune in. Yes, Scott, that's called clickbait. That's what that's called. That's called real clickbait. See, it's working. Everybody's talking. Good one, guys. Well, listen. But it's really happening. We're being exposed. And like we're being exposed by a homeless guy in a tent.
And a white supremacist.
Well, I think you can call Tony kind of a white supremacist.
Yeah, he's another one. Yeah.
Who do you think would have, if John Wolf had a battle of wits with Tony Pizza, who do you think would win?
I think it's a draw. They're both fucking idiots.
Okay. Yo, Lee, don't you let your boy Michael block me. Laugh out loud. He's a little upset with me. Michael, don't block him. Let him hang out, Michael. Scott, Scott's just Scott, but don't block him. Hello, people. Scott, how you doing, brother? How you doing, Danny? We're doing great.
What's up, Brian?
I thought you got arrested for exposing yourself in public.
That's a good one, Bigfoot.
No, you know what he does right before the show does? He comes on and exposes himself to me.
Yeah.
Spot
on. You're really killing me here, Lee.
I got you with a body and expose. You're
bodies, and now I'm showing you my fucking winky.
Well, it's a pinky if you talk about Tony Pizza. With Tony Pizza, it's a pinky. And do you guys ever notice though? There's certain guys that be talking shit about people around here, but you never hear them talk about women or be with women. I'm not talking about you, Danny. Okay, so
Lee's in rare form today.
Well, you got to give them a little entertainment. They want some entertainment. Right now, they're usually on here, and FBS is ripping someone's asshole apart. But we're not going to rip anybody apart tonight. We're just, oh, well, we did a little bit with John Wolf. I'm sorry to hear that, Danny. Life is short. That is, you know what, dude? Every day,
That's the truth.
you got to take life for what it is every day. Because I'm afraid that someday Polly's going to wake up and I'm going to be gone. And she's going to be like, who's going to feed me? And they'll find me in here in my apartment and Polly be eating my thumbs. Can you imagine how long Polly can last eating me? They come in and she'd be overweight and all heavy looking. $4.99 from Jesse Roth. YouTube is great.
Thank you, Jesse.
Finding out about yourself. I learned this week I'm an informant.
Yeah.
The shit that they do on here, people. The shit that they do on here, and the stuff they come up with. This is everybody. They come up with shit on people on here that you would. There's only one thing that's consistent here. We all know one thing for sure. Tony Pizza's a bum. That is for sure. And we also know he's the richest bum in America. Jesse Roth, my heart goes out to your friend and his family. You know something? Danny has this tough guy exterior, but
no, I don't.
But when his friend needed some help, Danny, he's gonna give his friend $20,000 cash, right, Danny?
Okay. You know more than I do.
But Danny took him out to the hospital, stayed with him most of the night.
Well, I'm sure anybody else would do that. I mean, the guy's a good guy, and I don't want to. He had nobody to sit with him. What am I going to tell him? No, take a walk. You know, I felt bad for him.
How long?
And he's a good guy.
How long has he been working with you?
4 years.
So his kids are away at camp and they don't know the mother passed yet?
Well, no, they know she's not going to make it now. Yeah.
Oh, that's sad. Okay, I'm glad you're looking out for your boy, Danny.
Thank you.
His boy is spoiled, but let me tell you about his boy. His boy works hard. He goes to work every day, and Danny buys him everything, spoils him with a big pool in the backyard and everything. Gets him his own hookers. See, I told you once you started doing that, he's going to expect it all the time, Danny.
Yeah, I know.
Scott, life is short. Make the best of it. Love your friends and family. You never know if it's the last time you'll ever see them.
That's a fact.
My brother called me a year and a half ago, and 15 minutes after he got off the phone with me, he was dead, just like that. So that's how it is, people. That's just life. And as we get older, we start losing more people around us. I'm going to drop the link. If anybody wants to jump up, please jump up. Anybody, jump up. As long as I can see your face or if I know who you are. I don't want no ball sacks, no asses in here, please. Unless it's a nice looking ass and it has no hair on it.
Oh.
Okay? Well, I mean a woman's ass. Yeah, but you never have women come on and show you their ass. It has to be a dude showing you his ball sack or his ass. I don't understand that one. Ball sacks don't turn me on anymore, Danny. Okay. Hey guys, how's the gentleman's wife? What we already mentioned that, but where's my wrench, Lee, old buddy? Davis Dean. I haven't seen you in a while, Davis Dean, but if you're around, I'm sure that we'll work something out. Good evening, guys. Good evening, Chris. How you doing?
What's up, Chris?
Lee, hope you're keeping Danny out of trouble. Oh, Mike, he's always got in trouble. I dropped the link if you want to jump up here, Mike, and say hi and give us an idea what you and Danny are going to talk about tomorrow. Let's blow your show up. Let's get some people from over here on the show tomorrow. I hope you got something up advertising Danny because he's somewhat of a celebrity now. He thinks he's a matter of fact, when I call him, he barely answers the phone anymore. And when he drives around his truck in his neighborhood, paparazzis follow him and everything.
Yeah. John
Wolf follows him. Exposed by who, scumbags? Okay. Yeah, I was wondering why I haven't seen her the last couple of days. We read that already. Let's see. Jesse Roth, tell my buddy, okay. Well, We're trying to catch up here a little bit. Johnny Mac, $4.99. And you know, John, I dropped the link. You're more than welcome to jump up here too, Johnny. I was born in Allentown, Pennsylvania. Proud of it. Remember that song, Allentown? Who sang that song?
Billy Joel. Billy
Joel. Yep, that's when everything that Billy Joel sang was. Gunsmoke the Don says that he wants to fuck pizza. Dude, man. Dude. Gunsmoke. I live in Georgia and Florida. Am I a redneck? Scott, do you see that? You live in Georgia and Florida too. Are you a redneck?
No.
Have you ever ran a redneck over in a car?
Couple.
Okay. Okay. Hey guys, have a great weekend. Why is no record of Danny being in prison? I'm asking with all due respect. Suzel's a skank. Does Danny have to bring his prison papers on here, people?
I guess so.
Well, maybe we'll have a prison paper breakout. You know what's funny, though? A person like Angel Gotti checks up on you, and she comes back and says you're legit. But the trolls don't want to hear it.
Well, that's what they do for a living. They got no fucking life, and they go from channel to channel.
Haley and Danny, can't wait. Crazy one boy. We have some trolls that play both sides, people. They go in here, they go in there. They go on both sides and they're playing. There's a certain person that does it all the time. Hey, listen, that link's down there if anybody wants to pick it up. Come on, guys. Someone pick up the damn link. We've got about 200 people in there. Pick up the link. Here's the link. I expect to see someone up here shortly. Gunsmoke. Comb your hair and get your ass up here. It's probably going to sound dumb, guys. This is only my 4th show, but what does a wrench mean? Jim, it's people that they moderate your chat room and keep the scumbags out. That's basically a wrench is someone you give to when you trust them. You know, and that's basically what a wrench is. Suzel's a skank. Do you think Suzel's probably a guy?
I'm pretty sure.
So you got no record either, Nanny. It's not.
Yeah, but you saw my record, so I got no record.
Miss Can't Be Wrong. If you're watching, my dear friend, I'm hoping you feel better soon. We read that already. I'm sorry. I keep reading that. Where did Gunner go? Vanished again with little pressure.
He's outside catching shrimp in the lake.
Shrimp in the lake. Okay. Danny's all right. Just don't admit to the cows you have in Georgia. Pizza finds out your experience at milking cows. He might give you a call.
That's a good one, Bob.
All we got to do, if we want Pizza to come hang out with us, all we got to do is put a glory hole up. Pizza will be at the other end of that glory hole with his mouth wide open. Yeah, people, seriously, I don't know how sick Miss Can't Be Wrong is, but let's all say a prayer for her, please. BEK Brooklyn, trust me, Danny is as real as it gets. I was born and raised in Brooklyn. Yep. This is what it is. People insinuate something, but they can't prove anything. They can't prove anything. With me, they could prove it. I was in the front page of a newspaper and they said, man arrested for kidnapping. And I was in cuffs. That's proof. But what happened afterwards, I wind up spending quite a few, the next, 8-9 years with that woman. But you could find it, though. It's there. Oh, Miss Can't Be Wrong is 6. Sorry, okay. Tony Pizza is living among the beers in New Hampshire. He's on the move. He's on the move. Tony's on the move. And people keep sending him money. The money they send him, guys, you got to give him credit. You really do. He's literally on vacation and people are paying for it. Do you really think he sleeps in a tent at night? That's just part of his show. I'll guarantee you that fucker goes to a motel every night. And he's laughing all the way to the bank. John, how you doing? I haven't seen you in a while, John. Good to see you here. Danny, did you like the New York Giants in the 80s? Mark Bavaro, Lawrence Taylor, great team.
Loved them. Absolutely loved them.
And Mark Bavaro, that was 1986 when they won the Super Bowl. The following year, after Chicago Bears won it.
I think he even had a brother that played in the NFL, Bavaro, if I'm not mistaken.
He would never survive in the NFL now because when he used to cross the line, he used to cross his heart and point to God after every touchdown. He never did any of the silly dancing. He was a real.
He was good. I liked him.
Danny, do you know Mikey Scars Leonardo? He has a new Patreon show with Black Hand Print Mafia.
No, I don't know him. Never met him. Don't really care to.
And what would be the main reason you wouldn't want to care? You wouldn't care to meet him?
Well, he's a rat, and I just don't have. I know some people that he put away, so I don't have any ambition to see him, look at him. So
he mostly put away Gambinos, right?
Correct.
Okay.
But he testified. He testified in a number of trials and indictments. So I'm sure there's other people that also followed suit and went to jail behind his testimony.
And you see what he did. He came here. He came on and put up a Patreon show, which he wants to get paid for the Patreon show.
Well, of course.
Right off the bat.
Yeah. Well, hey, listen. He was a high-ranking. He was a captain, and he put a lot of people away. And I guess he feels that a rat has a platform, and they should be paid for cooperating and putting people in jail.
And when you really think about it, before Mikey Scars ratted, he was actually very well respected on the street, wasn't he?
Yeah, that's the that seems to be the normal conversation when his name comes up. Yeah.
And John Gotti loved him.
Well, but the sad part is that when they killed his brother, he absolutely did nothing. So,
Mikey Scars' brother?
Yeah, his brother Robert was killed, and he sought revenge, and I guess the powers to be told him you can't do nothing, and he did nothing. His brother lay dead in the street.
Really? Why did they kill the brother?
I don't know.
Hey, people! Yesterday we talked about Paulie here. How do you pronounce his last name? Tanzo.
Tanzo.
We talked about Paul Tanzo, and Danny sent me some great articles about him. And when he was 20 years old, him and another guy, they shot two guys down in the parking lot. He wound up doing like 4 years and got out of prison when he filed an appeal. He originally got sentenced to, I think, 25, 30 years. And he hates Luisi because he says, he was made, for one. He went to prison on murder charges, and he never ratted. And Luisi's talking all this negative shit about him. Think about that, people. Luisi the rat's going after the guy that didn't rat. Sure, he's a little bit different. There's no doubt about that. But still think about that. Bavaro lives in Massachusetts. I'm sorry to hear that. I feel sorry for anybody that lives in Massachusetts. I'm sorry. It's one of the most beautiful states in the country, but I cannot deal with that crap there. John Wolf's baby daddy. John Wolf was out at the bar the other night, and a group of girls said, "I could smell dick in the air." And Wolf said, "Sorry, ladies, I burped." Okay, come on, people. We need John Wolf jokes. $50 from Steve Sanderosa. Thank you, Steve.
Thank you, Steve. Thanks a lot, man.
You think the Red Sox? No, you know something, Steve. Right now, Seattle Mariners are playing great baseball. They're going to be tough to. I mean, what are they? They haven't lost in like 3 weeks. Up until that point, I would have thought they would get it, but you know, Toronto. I think it's going to be Toronto, Tampa Bay, and right now Seattle. And the pitching, what's been going on with Boston, they cannot get nobody out. What do they give up? Like 50 runs in the last 3 games? They lost last night 28-3.
Wow.
Who loses in Major League Baseball 28-3? Or was it?
That's a football score.
It's horrible. But thank you. If you want me to say they're going to win, because you did give me $50, I will say
they're going to win.
They're going to win the World Series. They're going to beat the Yankees. They're going to beat Houston. They're in. So that's 2 answers. You take the one you want, Steve. Mustache Peach. That's why parents suck sometimes. It's a lifetime of worry about something happening to your child. Yes, it is. It is. And and unfortunately, parents get that call all the time. Could you imagine how it was like in the early 1900s and 1800s and stuff, where it was so common for children to die when they were 5, 6 years old?
Yeah.
It happened all the time. You were lucky if you had 5 kids, you were lucky if 2 of them lived. Just think about that. I mean, that had to be horrible on people. Gunsmoke. I dropped that link, Gunsmoke. You still, Danny, what do you think? Why do you think people have been avoiding us tonight?
I don't know. Maybe they just don't want to come on.
I think it has something to do with them thinking that you're from Georgia.
The corn shucker.
No, I think people are very prejudiced in here toward people from Georgia.
Well, if I talk like this, maybe they come on.
Well, we got Herschel Walker, Ty Cobb, two of the greatest athletes ever. They're from Georgia. Scott Bale, Michael, when's the last time you had to check up at the VA hospital or buy a beer at the VFW? Well, you know, Scott, that's a good story because the person I used to live with, Deanna, she might have to get a lung transplant, but she has to do it through the VA. And you know what it's like having a lung transplant in the VA? I mean, not sure yet, but her lungs never recovered from COVID. That's true. You do lose a lot of people as you get older. My friend passed away 2 weeks ago, only 55. Yes. You know, it's amazing, Jennifer. I mean, I might be here today and then I'll call Danny up and Danny's son's going to say, well, I'm going to have to start doing the show with you, Lee. Daddy's not around no more. He left me this big house in Florida. He left me the big house in Georgia.
He died in the cornfield.
He died in the cornfield while he was shucking corn.
That's right.
Okay, look at us. Saturday night and we're all at home online. We're either old, smart, maybe both. Hey, listen, we got 250 people here. Can you ask for more? 250. We're just having a good time tonight. No bullshit. We're not going to be yelling about people. You know, we can make fun of people. John Wolf and Tony Pizza are 2 people easy to make fun of. Here's the question, people. If John Wolf and Tony Pizza had a baby, who would it be?
Schmiegel.
Oh, you think it would look like a little Sammy Cravano, like a little, one of those?
like a little Martian.
You know, the kid wouldn't know how to walk until it's 8.
Yeah.
And John Wolf still can't talk.
He still sucks his thumb. That's why.
Oh, that's why his teeth are all big like that. He sucks thumbs.
Right.
You got one guy that sucks his thumb, and you got the other guy that sucks cocks. Go figure it out. Danny is the man, Steve.
What's up, Steve?
Okay.
Thank you, man.
I'm in Allentown quite a bit, Jesse. I used to drive through there, but you know what? I don't want to drive through Pennsylvania. It's depressing now. All those upstate towns have all closed down, all the factories. Same with New York, all the states, all the East Coast states. any of them upstates are horrible now. Scott Bell, you're a clown. The boss said not to block you, but didn't say nothing about timing out. Shomo Inc. boy. Okay. Come on, guys. Why are we fighting in here? It's Saturday night. No blocking people. Scott, be a good boy. Come on. We got to get Danny fired up tonight. Hey, let's make fun of Gunsmoke.
No, he's a good guy.
Do you have a problem with him still living at home with his grandparents?
No, they listen. I don't nothing wrong with that, man.
He hasn't worked in 6 years?
No, he hasn't.
Yeah, I know he hasn't. That's what I just said. And he dated his last girlfriend only had 9 toes.
What about fingers?
No, I'm not sure if she even had fingers. I think she had stumps. Jojo Solo, how you doing, brother?
Hey, Lee?
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yeah, so I changed the name Mob Rats Eats Loads just for you.
What's up, buddy?
Thank
How
God.
you doing,
man.
Dan?
Good. How are you?
Can you change it to Tony Pizza Eats Loads?
I used to shovel his house.
Ooh, Tony Pizza's house?
Yeah, at my house.
Okay, so let me get this straight.
I'm having trouble hearing you.
Okay, so let me get this. Can you hear me now?
I knocked YouTube off.
Can you hear me now?
Can you hear
Let
me?
me try coming back in.
All right.
Okay. So
He's
wait
a
a
good
minute.
guy.
He used to shovel your house, but you never lived there, though. You're from Georgia.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Oh,
He used to
okay.
shovel the house, and yeah, they used to fight in the street. Who would shovel? My uncle would go out and pay him.
Did your uncle pay him good?
Ask him.
That's probably why they were fighting. Okay, let's see. Danny Emery wanted to know if you could tell him who took the pick of Tony's corner. He said he won't tell anyone. I don't know what you pendulum. Okay. Here's Tony Pizza's sidekick.
Look at the jaw. Look at the jaw.
Hey, what's going on, Tony Pizza's sidekick?
What's up, guys? How you guys doing?
Good.
Pretty
What's
good.
up,
We
man?
can't complain.
I figured I'd just hop on and say hello.
Hey, what's up with this guy doing a video about me the other day saying, Lee Cole, you can go fuck yourself? Does he think that I'm going to give him an interview if he talks that way to me?
Who said that?
You were in his chat room. The guy, you were in his chat room today. He was doing another show. He has like about 10 people that watch his show.
Oh, well, you know what? He's going after that stolen valor, faceless coward. So, you know, I stuck up for you, bro. I said.
But why is he talking? Doesn't he realize why would he want to talk talk nasty to right now the show that's growing the quickest?
Well, I said that. I said
it makes no sense.
I said since he subtracted the trolls and he's added Danny, like you guys put out content, that's why you guys are growing so quicker than the average person in here. And I told him, I said, look, people throw jabs at one another in this genre. That's the name of the game as far as making money. That's how it works here. Like I said, if you're going to be involved in this genre, you better get used to that because that's how it works. You know,
but his show has to grow up first before he starts attacking people. Because
I think that he's really less about you and more on a mission about this guy that doesn't show his face. So I'm not gonna stand in his way of that. I'm gonna let him have at that.
Okay, but you know, he's more than welcome to be interviewed, but tell him to do it like a professional, because if he does that, here's what's going to happen. I'm going to start making fun of him. No one's going to watch him except the people that he has. I don't want to do that. So, you know, when content makers come on, you only wish them the best and hope but if you're going to go for the best by insulting people and then putting up something about John A. Light that's been up 1,000 times, that's not new news. We like breaking news. Like they're exposing Danny. We're still waiting for the exposure.
Yeah, I know. There's always some late breaking news that's going to come out, some huge piece of evidence that nobody's found yet, and I know it's and it never arrives. So just like with the guy that's on the run, bouncing from place to place like a little coward, but abandoning his tent at each stop because
boy, he's really going at you now, huh?
Well, yeah, he is. I know. Look,
you broke his
here's
heart.
The thing. No, this was listen, guys. When he started with these freaking showing me these memes, and I told him, please don't start with this shit. You're gonna blow up everything that's been accomplished, and I'm not going against my friends. So when he started that, I told him, I said, look, man, we've been through this before. You guys have all, Lee, you've seen it. Me and him went head to head for months. So I said, look, keep me and my family out of it, and I won't hit you. I won't bash you. So what happened was he's got NB now partnered up. So she's behind all of that. She's weaponizing him. And I kind of expected that. She makes his thumbnails. He was actually on the phone with somebody earlier that called me, and NB was on three-way and spoke too soon. So you're not as slick as you guys think. And I hear all this stuff. So yeah, the guy's a scumbag. You guys know what he's like.
No, Tony's not a scumbag.
He's never gonna stop because
Tony has a lot of scumbags below his lip. But that's about. So what do you think about this evidence coming out that Tony goes to a lot of glory holes at truck stops?
That's how he made a living for 16 years.
Yeah.
That's till he found YouTube. I mean, that's how he made a living. Look, the guy was willing to put on a bra and panties and do what he says, the Black Macarena, and then go take a shit live. Yeah. I mean, he was willing to do this for just a couple $100. I mean,
listen, you could probably get me to put on a bra and panties for some money. I'll be honest with you, but it depends how much it is. I'm not going to sell out. I got to get at least 500.
Yeah, but any guy that will defecate live, he's got no dignity whatsoever, man.
Mike, can you hear us better now? Now I can't hear you, Mike.
I'm getting some weird audio still.
Can you hear me now, Mike?
I don't know.
Yeah, I'm sorry, Mike. I tried. Okay.
Where's Gunsmoke at?
Oh, Gunsmoke won't come up because he has to brush his teeth and shine his head. Right, Gunsmoke?
No, I was actually surprised to wake up to hear that he went at my underage daughter. When you start talking about people's daughters, that was what drew the line with me, really, when he started really hitting hard on Shanna and Chris's daughter. So he's going to have a mob question real quick.
I'm going to have a mob question real quick. Tex says, "What's up with one-arm Ronnie Truccio and FCI Schulkel trading in his button for a Bible and running around blessing convicts and guards? I think he lost it." You hear anything about that, Danny?
No, I know nothing about it, but anything is possible, right? Mike, can you hear us?
Hey, Dan. Yeah, I hear you now.
Good. Whoops.
How you doing, Mike?
Dan, I found some good.
Can you show your face?
Pictures.
What's that, bud?
Can you show your face, brother?
Yeah, hold on a second. I'm stopping at a stop sign, and I'll show my face and turn it back off as I'm driving.
Oh, okay. Don't worry about it, then.
What's up, guys? I'll turn the camera back off. There you go.
You're a handsome guy. Don't cover up that beauty.
Well, if I was parked, I wouldn't care, but I'm not going to be looking at the screen anyways. You know what I mean? So I don't want to be.
So, Mike, anything you want to discuss in particular?
Mike, it's Joe, not Mike.
I'm sorry, Joe.
Yeah, it's Joe. Yeah.
Joe, yeah, no. Danny and I used to live on the same block. I used to shovel snow at his mansion. We used to call it the mansion.
Yeah, the biggest house on the block.
He pretty much knows my whole family, but our block was quite a block.
So what do you think about the new rumor that Danny was born in Georgia?
Where'd he
He
go?
left. John Wolf
No,
did that.
Yeah.
John Wolf's fucking around.
Born in Georgia?
Yeah.
Oh man. Hey, Georgia's a beautiful place.
Yeah, but I don't know if you want to be born there.
But it doesn't matter if you're born there. It doesn't mean that that's your heritage, though. You know.
Yeah.
You there, Joe?
Right? You know
Yeah,
what I
no.
mean?
Joe,
Right?
what do you?
Yeah, I'm here. It keeps booting me off, Lee. I don't know. I have really good. I got a gigablast of internet. I got strong internet. I don't know why it's doing that.
Hey, Joe, what do you think of Danny? The rumor going around that Danny was born in Georgia.
Yeah, I don't think so. I really doubt that. Anthony Basile said hello.
Thank you. Tell him I said hello.
Well, that's
Yeah,
crazy.
he
That's
said-
crazy though. Like there's people that are like you could be born in Italy, right, and then be brought over here. You know. So where were you really raised at? You know what I'm saying? Right?
Hello.
You know what I'm saying?
It's funny how Danny's family was from Coney Island, and so was mine, and then they moved to.
Gravesend. Damn, Mike. That's true.
Hey, Johnny Mac, where were you born? And be truthful.
Queens.
Oh, you were born in Queens?
Yes, sir.
Wow, I didn't realize that.
I spent the first 5 years of my life in New York, but then my mother remarried and moved to Cincinnati.
So
But I got family in all 5 boroughs.
you like Cincinnati?
I love Cincinnati.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a little different pace. I mean, there's not a lot of Italian in Cincinnati. It's mostly just black and white. No really like different groups of white, you know, like sections of German and then Irish and then Italian. None of that. You know, it's
Hey,
pretty
what
much
do you
just.
think? Steve Santa Rosa says John Wolf is in the woods helping the beavers.
Oh damn.
With
That's funny.
that set of choppers he has, he could
That's
take
funny
down a
shit right
building.
there.
He could take down a building.
Is my audio breaking up?
No,
A little bit.
Is it a little bit? Here, I'm gonna
Yeah.
jump out and come back in again because
All right.
it's kind of choppy.
Okay.
Yeah, it is.
What's up with the bad audio tonight? It's the one night that nothing's wrong with your.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, what's up with that? Is it just the earbuds? Would you get new earbuds or what?
No, I don't know.
Danny has a weak signal because he has a shitty company there, and he's 2 blocks away from where the good internet is.
Because the one interview was like I remember the one interview was pretty bad with the.
Yeah, it was terrible.
Danny embarrassed the hell out of me. For 2 days I couldn't sleep. He embarrassed me so bad. I'll never forget that.
You don't get embarrassed on here anymore, do you?
Fuck no.
I was gonna say
like today, Josie went on with Jesse, and Jesse was saying that, making up a story about me, and I'm like, I love when I hear these stories about me. It's like it's amazing, you know. And then talking about what a good guy, Convict Inc. Not Convict Inc. He was on the other side of the prison. The other dude, Thin Gray Line.
Oh well.
He's a 2-headed snake. You hear that, gray thin line? Oh, don't say it to my face.
Oh, he might, if he comes into the chat, he'll probably, if you drop the link, he'll probably come on, bro.
Nah, he's too
You don't
boring.
think? I don't know.
He's too boring.
He went on with Convict Inc.
Danny, you really are a funny guy.
What am I here to fucking amuse you, Kanasi?
Lee is on a roll
Thanks, man.
tonight. Are you making fun of my weight, Des Guns? I'm on a roll. Thank you, Des Guns.
These, motherfucker.
Texas is full of steers, queers, and Lee. Hey, Rich, that doesn't bother me, dude. That's actually kind of funny. If you want to put some funny shit up there making fun of me, you go right ahead. Now, whose internet is that acting up right now? That's yours, Johnny.
Is it? Let me jump off, man. I'll try to come back on.
Okay.
All right, buddy.
Okay, let's see. Let's read some more. Joe Bag of Donuts. My ex had 6 Johns. the whore, and 6 Johns. Lee must have got a refill on his script today. Joking. Now, I can honestly be honest with you. This man's been clean. I haven't even popped a pill in 4 months now. I say that with pride. Lee, I have experienced wrench and big donator and a free agent. Okay, well, here's what you do, Anthony Tordo. To Daro. Donate to me first. I'll sell you a wrench. I'll do it Tony's style. Okay? I'm cheap. $100, I'll sell you a wrench. But you got to earn it, though. No, actually, I wouldn't just sell someone a wrench. I'll be totally honest with you, Anthony. Selling a wrench sometimes, or having a wrench that you have a person you know can turn out to be a nightmare. All I know is no matter how it is or they ever get, we could still say, at least I'm not Tony Pizza.
That's a fact.
Right. Every day we can wake up and thank God we're not Tony Pizza. That's like a curse, people. What's up with Ridge? Salute. Hey, Ridge, anybody that wants to come in here and crack on me can do it as long as it's respectfully. Not for nothing, does the mob talk guy who is bashing Lee think he is intimidating? Yeah. Oh, you know who it is. It's mob talk. Yeah. The guy's a clown. I didn't even want to say his name because I didn't want to give him any play. But he's been asking me for an interview, and I didn't get back with him in time, Mustache Pete. So now I'm on his hit list, and he had 46 people check out the video that he did on me. Do you remember the good old days when FBS and I were going at it and we drop a video on each other and we have about 5,000 views on it? Now, those are bad videos. So, but all he's going to do is make half the people here not go to his show. He doesn't get that. Mustache Peach, the trash pail routine was a start. Oh, it was. Lee, if you go after that guy, just by the looks of him, he will have a lot of, you will have a lot. Yes. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. I'm not going to go. It'd be a waste of time. Danny doesn't want me getting down in that thing. I would still give him, if he wanted an interview, all he had to do is email me and just say, look, I would like an interview. I have no problem interviewing him. I have no problem helping people start a channel off. But if you're going to start your channel off and accuse me of buying subs, I'm the last person here that would buy subs. Let me show you something, people. Right there. Right now, we're at 4,685 subscribers. We've picked up 565 subscribers in the last 28 days. And if we picked up another 565, we'll be at it. That means within 1 month, we could be at 5,300 in 1 month. And you know why we got 565? Because every day we have maybe 7, 8, 9, sometimes 10 people. Come on. And then we did interviews with Bill Catullo. We got a lot off that. We got a lot off of Convict Inc. Whenever we do interviews, we get a lot. But you know where I've been getting a lot of those interviews, people? And if you have a channel, remember this. When I drop the shorts, because all the shorts get 2,000, 3,000 views, sometimes 4,000 views. But with all the shorts, that's the key. And there's other tricks that you could do to pick up subs. What I've been doing is studying to find out how to pick up subs. And then a lot of women have joined lately because of Danny.
Not because of me.
They want his phone number. Listen, Danny, you own 2 houses, so you look like Brad Pitt.
Yeah, okay.
When you got money, you own your own business, you own 2 houses. Sometimes I find you attractive.
Watch out, Lee. Okay? You get fucked up.
Well, right underneath here is my Cash App because I'm begging for money, people. It's Lee Danny Podcast. And then Venmo. Fuck that Venmo shit. Don't send me nothing to Venmo, please. Okay. I don't like Venmo. Oh, $9.99 from For Bigfoot, drop the link, please. Oh, I did. I'm going to drop another link, people, if anybody wants to come on. Okay, there's the link. I know we're just talking about bullshit tonight, but you know what? It's Saturday night bullshit. So, Danny, what do you want to talk about? And don't say I don't know.
I don't know. I'm going with the flow. Whatever comes up, we could discuss. Doesn't matter.
I got to guide you. See,
Go ahead.
Danny and I are like Pat Summerall and John Madden. Okay, I'm John Madden. You can't get me to shut up. And he's Pat Summerall. He jumps in when he has to, give his opinions and stuff. Okay. That's the problem, Johnny Mac. Tony doesn't know the meaning of the words friends. How long will it be before Tony turns on his new friends, people? I give it a week. Okay, Okay. Vince Marino, sorry to hear about your friend's wife, Danny. Thank you, Vince.
Thanks a lot, Vinny. I appreciate it, man. There he is.
All right,
Joe.
we're back. There we are. Okay. I moved to a different device.
Oh, did you? Yeah, as soon as it said none of your business.
Yeah.
So you lived in you lived in the Gravesend area, Joe?
Oh yeah.
My
whole life.
You still live there? Do you still live there?
Mad on the myth.
Can you guys hear
poor
Polly?
guy? Polly purebred.
Polly's seen a bird. Polly's seen a bird outside. She's going after it now.
Joey got it. He's gonna get mad now.
The number's from Ohio. Johnny Mac. Hey.
Yeah, I lived there my whole life, Lee.
Yeah.
And then I moved out west for about 20 something years, and then moved back.
Oh, you moved back?
I'm actually in the neighborhood next to where I grew up. Yeah.
Oh, how is it out there now in Brooklyn?
Let's see. What do you like? Fried rice? I don't know what to say.
Let's leave it at that.
You're not going to get politically correct from me, so you can forget about that one.
Okay. Actually,
that's what do you like fried rice? The fried rice here is really good. I didn't say anything bad.
Like a fried rice every block?
Oh yeah. Pizzerias are no longer made by Italians. Pizza's no longer made by Italians. It's over. It's over. But look, there's still what? For all intents and purposes, the neighborhood is nice. The Asian community, they keep everything nice and clean. They don't bother nobody. The neighborhood's still good. It's not. You're gonna have the riffraff everywhere you go. Listen, we grew up in a time, Danny. There was no worse riffraff. We were talking about Pat and Albie, right? I grew up with those kids. I lived 2 houses down. I was playing wiffle ball with Albie when his father got shot in front of home.
Shot and killed. Yeah.
I had to hold him back. He was trying to run towards the car. I was like, Albie. And so what's worse than that? Seeing people get killed right before your eyes.
Absolutely. Yeah.
So it's just as bad now in some, because these 13-year-old kids today, they'll shoot somebody in the face without even saying anything first.
Yep.
They won't even say a word. They just do it. That's it.
You remember, like every 2-3 blocks, there was always a good pizza place.
There's still a few. There's some that have a strong hold, like the Vinci's and J&V and L&B and there's a few.
Yep.
But there was a lot of pizzerias around too that were never really that good, and they're still here.
Yep. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, that's true though with the pizza. But you look at L&B pizza, I hear it doesn't taste nearly like it used to taste.
It wasn't the same when we were growing up. It's different now.
Yeah, very different. Very different.
I grew up in that industry, and I can tell you this much. If you own a pizza place right now because of this crap going on with prices being risen.
Listen, the audio sounds like a robot. I don't know if you're hearing the same thing. Yeah.
Can you hear me better now?
No, you sound like it sounds like the internet's
Danny, can you hear me okay?
I'm on a strong
hear you.
internet now.
Yeah, no, Danny hears me no problem.
I hear you now, Lee. I hear you now.
Okay, I'm not going to move. I'm going to keep my neck right like this.
There you go. What are you? Wait a minute. You're not Lee. You're AI. Artificial intelligence Lee.
Yeah.
Hey, I was going to ask you, like with the pizza places, right now the biggest problem with the pizza places is that
I'm sure again.
Big
It's doing it again. It's like real choppy, man.
Yeah, it is a little bit.
Yeah, I don't know why it's doing that.
Well, the pizza places.
well, cheese is the most valuable thing you put on your pizza.
Listen. Years ago they used polio, and now
Yeah.
they use this company called Grande, which they say is the best mozzarella out there. But I could taste the difference. It's not
Well, actually, the best is Baccio. That you get
Baccio.
That's a real. And what the good pizza places do, they'll take Baccio and mix it with Grande.
Okay.
And it offsets the greasiness.
I'm not familiar with that brand at all.
That's what the old timers used to do.
Okay.
They would use Baccio mixed with Grande. But
Yeah.
now the price of cheese is so high now that these guys with pizza places are losing their shirt because
So we were giving Danny a hard time about his Wi-Fi, and now my shit's messing up.
Well, there's still some great hero places like Leone's. Remember Leone's, Dan?
Sure, I love Leone's. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean I got a sandwich the other day. It was meatball parm, veal parm, and eggplant parm on one sandwich, the size of my
Wow.
arm.
That sounds
Joey,
good.
what about?
I want to read this.
Monty's?
I want to read this real quick, guys. Lee has hoes in different area codes, and they all have protection orders against them.
Jeez Louise.
Here's what I will.
Wow.
Here's what I will do,
Yeah.
Rich. Danny will give you $1,000
Danny will give you $1,000.
if you could find one order of protection on me ever.
Lee, I gotta say, you have a lot of patience. If I did something, I'll own up to it. But if you didn't do that atrocity and they blame that shit on you, then let me tell you, you're the lowest scum in the world to do that to somebody.
But they could
Sure.
say that, but the fact of the matter is you got to prove it. It's very easy to find out if someone's ever had an order of protection on them.
Welcome.
But you know what? Listen, what is my name here? None your business.
Right.
It's not your business.
Right.
It doesn't belong to you. What do you have nothing better to do? I mean, seriously.
They have nothing better to do. Nothing better
Yeah.
to do.
How about going out and earning some money? How about that? There's an idea.
Yeah, that's
this
it.
guy Ridge, he probably sits at home on his computer all day long. He's probably 4'11", looks like Danny DeVito.
Well, listen, no offense to any of the content creators, but it's the same 9 people in every chat room. And like I jump in and out. I don't stay in there. You'll never see me sitting there all day. I'm not in everybody's chat room. But, you go watch a show, and it's the same people. And no offense. If that's what they like, they enjoy it, hey, it's more power to you because you're getting them to come and view your content, and that's what you want. I'm an entertainer, so I understand, what it means to have an audience. So, yeah, I mean, it's fine.
You guys can all answer this. Was it true that Michael Francis told authorities that some of Vito Antuofermo's fights were fixed?
Yes.
Yes. I know.
Yeah, I can't speak on that, but, like Danny, I know people that Michael Francis wasn't so kind to, and let's put it that way. And
Joe,
listen,
Joe, you remember Monty's?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, they were great.
Evan UO.
Yeah.
Yeah, they were great. They're gone, but the other one's still there. The restaurant,
La Polina.
La Polina's still there.
Yeah,
hanging in.
Yeah, that's been there.
Remember Tories? Of course. Remember Tories?
Sure.
Tories, where we went all the time. Stella's.
Yeah, Stella's, absolutely. Yeah.
Don't forget Scaturos.
And of course, Caleros. Caleros on McDonald Avenue.
Avenue.
My grandmother and grandfather lived opposite, right behind Caleros.
Man, you're making me want to stop
on
and get some
Woodside
Italian
Avenue and
food,
East
man.
Second.
Okay, sure.
Right right up the street from Robert Hall. Remember Robert Hall?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, Scott Bell, $4.99. Come on, Lee. Would you tighten Private Hensley's choker chain? Private Hensley. I asked him to buy me a beer at the VFW, but he's worried he can't get in, laugh out loud, even though it's a bar for vets. Yeah, Hensley, that's kind of like, that's not worth blocking somebody for. It's kind of funny, but we know that he's just busting your balls, Hensley. You know, you do what you got to do. I got your back, brother. Okay, let's see.
Hey, Danny, you'll appreciate this. You think you could find me the key to this door?
Me, you forget about it. Wow. Crazy. Yeah.
Okay. So what's going on with you, Bigfoot?
I just went and got some food and figured I'd come on here and shoot the shit if it's okay to cuss with you guys.
Oh, you could shoot the shit all you want, man. I mean, just don't go on Tony Pizza Show and say you can.
No, I don't. You know what? I don't get involved in all that, man. I'm not an older guy. I'm only in my late 30s, but I was raised old-fashioned. If you got something negative to say to somebody, you say it to their face. That's how I was raised.
Hey, Lee, take off your hat. We'll set up the pool table.
Yeah, there you go. See?
There you go.
You know, other than that, I try not to get on here and entertain that stuff because I don't agree with it. So
I don't know, Bigfoot. I would shave you. Look a little hairy there.
yeah, I'm a little hairy today.
Well, yeah, Bigfoot's bald too. You know what is funny though? I never hid being bald. It's like I was joking. You remember back in the old days, especially with the old Italian guys, you would see those comb overs. It would start from over here and go way up this way.
Yeah, I don't know why they didn't just shave their back and glue it onto their head.
Yeah, I mean the comb overs back.
I'm not without that problem. Trust me.
Absolutely.
People don't realize in the 70s and 80s, people in the 90s, comb overs were a big thing. Now, let me tell you something.
Look at Donald Trump, man. He's got the same thing going on.
When he went up and the hair blew back.
Lee, how old are you, Lee?
29.
Okay, well that was what, 1960?
Yeah, I'm 60. I was born
60. Okay, so I'm 2 years behind. Well, a year and a half behind you and Danny.
Right. No, we're all about the same. And Bigfoot's like 30 years behind us.
Yeah, I'm 30. I'll be 39 next year. Yep. Yep.
I make references still to this day that nobody understands, and it's not going to change, I guess. You know.
Yeah. Yeah. That's true.
That's just the way it is, people. You know,
Joey, do you remember? I don't know if you do. You might. On West 13th, between Quinton and Kings Highway, they found the two bodies in the car.
Yeah, of course.
Oh, you okay? That's
Yeah.
all.
Danny did that. Danny did.
No,
that.
come on.
I don't want to know. I don't want to know.
Danny's like, shut up.
I was telling Danny how our block.
Good. I like that. That was good, Danny. That was a good one, man.
I was telling Danny because they're all dead now, so I can say it. But our block had more wise. Our block alone had more wise guys than most neighborhoods, Lee. And that's honest to God truth.
Danny, you know I was joking, right?
Yeah, Lee, I'll get you later, Lee.
Yeah, because so far on this show, I've given Danny like 3 bodies.
Lee, you hear what I said, Lee? Our block had more wise guys than most whole neighborhoods. That one block.
Oh yeah,
it was insane. It was really insane.
And they were real tough guys.
And they were just all over the place. And I had family there, and it was a time. But like I was telling Danny a bunch of stories. And the stories don't sound real. I mean, and you tell people these stories, and they go,
"They won't believe you.
You're full of shit. That never happened. That's from a movie." I'm like, "No, this really happened." I was a little kid watching it.
Judging
I didn't know what
I hear from New York. I believe it, man. I mean, that was not an uncommon thing.
Listen, let me tell you something. The house that my relatives owned, there was a tunnel underneath the street. Right? That used to go to the next house across the street on the corner, right, Joe?
Yep.
That's crazy.
Hey, Danny, why don't you tell us about the cages that were in there? You told this story once before. Very interesting story.
Yeah, he told me this.
In the basement, there was a little room, and my uncle used to call it the boogeyman room. Don't ever go there. And it was a door. You open up the door, and it was a long corridor. And it was always wet. It was always wet from humidity. And you'd walk through this corridor, and it would open up to a room. And there was 4 cells in the room. And my uncle said that's where they used to make wine, but there was never a tub, There was never hoses. There was nothing there. What they used to do is they used to kidnap people for ransom, and they used to put them. I swear, and they used to put them downstairs in the cages, and that's a fact.
And it's not far fetched.
No, not at
And
all.
as a kid, I started writing a screenplay about being a kid and not really knowing what was going on and what it was. I didn't know what a mafia was. I didn't know anything about it. I just knew that these guys were just tough, menacing figures in my life that I would never answer back in a million years. And I didn't know what was going on. And, you know, listen, Danny knows my father used to sit with his little transistor radio in front of the house, just like a quiet little old man, and people dropping money. I had no idea what was happening. You know what I mean?
So Danny, the way you were raised, and it sounds like this other guy, at my age range. So I grew up in the late '80s and '90s, right?
Right.
That it's hard to find guys that were raised like you and me and him in my generation. Do you know what I'm saying? My age.
Yeah, it's a completely different animal now. Completely different.
Yeah, it's totally. It's not even like it's crazy that. And like it's a lot of the morals and principles are not instilled in the guys. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's non-existent now today. It's you know.
But you know, it's a whole different animal completely.
Yeah.
You know, when they say mafia in Italy, they don't call the American mob the mafia.
Right.
To them, they're the mafia. The American mob has a different set of standards. There's not. I mean, in Italy, they use bombs. They kill women. They kill children. And it's a different outfit altogether. It's not even the same in the same genre of organized crime.
Just recently, they killed this woman, and they fed her to the pigs, where her whole body just disappeared.
Well, that's an old thing. Years ago in New York, they did the same thing. They take them out to Jersey, these pig farms, throw them in the pig pen, and forget about it. They devour them.
And there's someone in a restaurant somewhere and going, "Hey, these ribs taste peculiar."
Yeah, right. They got a little twang to it.
Hey, pork is pork, man. Pork tastes good.
You know, I was telling Danny. Danny remembers my mother. She used to work in a candy store called Bruno's Candy Store, Stillwell in West 13th, Stillwell and High Lawn, and we lived above the store. We lived above the liquor store, in between the liquor store and the candy store. And that building next door is where D. Leonardo got it. Right in the basement of the building that I lived in.
Yeah. You remember?
Well, years later.
Joey, you remember Sal the barber?
Oh yeah. They found the
High Lawn in Stillwell.
Yeah, Sal. And what was his part? He had a partner, right?
I can never remember.
What the hell's his name? Frank Sama, right? Frank Sama? Frank Sama. Yeah. And then Pete the barber, we moved to West 9th Street, and he blew his brains out in the barber shop.
Right, in the barber shop.
He owed money. That was downstairs from where we lived after West 13th Street.
Hey, just a Bobby Flynn. Harlem still had Italians when I was growing up in the 70s and 80s. They're all gone now. But now here's the problem with Harlem. The yuppies are moving in.
Well, it's gentrification. It's the beatniks now. They're all in there. You know?
I mean,
they're doing that. They're doing that in Chicago real hard too now.
Just like Red Hook. Same thing with Red Hook.
And Brooklyn, all over Brooklyn.
Listen, I came up with a saying about that. You want to hear it?
Yes.
Hipsters relocating minorities since 1997.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're doing the same thing in Chicago, man. They're putting them all in one tight area, and then they're gentrifying everything else around it, like where the Wrigley Field is. Right? There were back in the day. There was pockets area there that were real bad. Now it's all gentrified over there. Well,
Bigfoot, Danny will tell you, they built a complex where the garbage dump used to be, where DeMayo and them used to dump people, right? And it was called Starrett City.
Yeah.
Starrett City was a complex they built by the garbage dump. It was nice at first, then it turned into the projects. When it turned into the projects, they relocated. They actually bought the community by some rich guy from the Midwest somewhere, put all the hipsters in there, relocated all the minorities that were in those buildings to the Poconos.
Yep.
So they all live up in the Poconos. They have all these communities in the Poconos that are Section 8.
Yep.
See, I hear they're doing the same thing in what's that, James River in Jersey. They're doing the same thing over there too. I heard that bringing in minorities and they're selling them houses cheap over there.
Well, you know, I love living where I'm living. There's nothing but cowboys here.
Cowboys, yeah.
Bigfoot, where are you, Bigfoot?
Where do I live?
Yeah.
So I'm like 40 miles. I told Lee the wrong thing last time, and I apologize. I'm actually like 45 miles southwest of Chicago.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So like I'm probably like a good 45-minute ride into the city, but I don't go in there, man. I got patience for people.
Do you ever go visit anybody at Cambrini Greens over in that area?
Cambrini Green.
So my uncle, right? My uncle, he got kicked out of his house when he was like 13 on my mom's side, which is all Irish. I'm half Irish, half German. All right, so my uncle was a little Irish.
You're coming in. Your voice is coming in low.
It's coming in low.
Yeah.
It sounds like your mic's cutting out, like you have a short in the mic.
Yeah, let me see what I can do for that. Sorry. Is that better? I don't know if that's better or not. Can you hear me now?
Bill K, how you doing?
What's up, Bill?
Now? Can you hear me better or no?
It's still a little bit low, but you just say what you're going to say. We can still hear you.
All right, so my uncle, he's a little Irish dude. He's only like 5'9", 5'8", maybe. A little short tank, dude. A little tank. So he got kicked out of his house when he was 13, and he went up into Chicago and he slept on park benches. And then he used to hang out in Cabrini Green all the time.
Shit.
My uncle, a little Irish dude, he used to hang out in Cabrini Green. That's no joke. But they tore
Funny.
all that down. They tore
Hey,
that
listen,
shit down.
Jesse Roth, I like Cowboys, but I hate the Dallas Cowboys with a passion.
Yeah, I'm not,
Yeah, I don't know. I had a lot of friends in New York that liked the Cowboys, and I couldn't understand it.
They're
Yeah,
front
me
runners.
neither.
They're front runners.
Are you guys Giants fans then, I take it?
Jets.
Jets.
Jets. Let's see if Danny's on the same page. That would be
Yeah.
Jets, Rangers. I know he differs on the Mets. Are you a Met fan, Danny?
I'm a Met fan all the way.
Oh, are you?
Yeah.
Okay, good. There you go. So we got the same teams. Knicks, Rangers,
Yep,
Mets,
Rangers and the
Jets.
Mets. Yep.
See, you guys you guys must be liberals.
No.
No, what does that have to do with anything?
No.
Because Jets.
No, listen. Like I told Danny, George Carlin said it best. Both those parties are the same.
That's right.
George Carlin said
I
it's
knew
one
he was
big
a
club
liberal.
and you
I
ain't
knew
in
it.
it.
Yeah.
One big club and you ain't in it.
Well, look, the Jets. To like the Jets, I give you a lot of credit because you got.
Listen, I haven't followed sports in probably 20 years. So except for boxing, I still like boxing. My father used to take me to see Buddy McGirt at the Felt Forum, and the guy was a gentleman. And I loved him. I was
watching a UFC fight today. 15 seconds in, the guy. It was in England. The fight. The guy kicks the other guy and shatters his knee. In 15 seconds, goes down, and they have to take him out on a stretcher and everything. Horrible injury.
Hey, those guys don't make money like you would think either in the UFC.
No,
they don't make money.
No. Only the stars make money. The little guys don't really make money.
I got to tell you, Lee, I got to compliment you. But since you moved away from all that, he said, she said, fucking washwoman shit, your show is really entertaining.
Well, that's because of Danny. Danny came here and
you're the only one I don't shut off halfway through.
It's just it's a bunch of bullshit, man. Who cares? You know what I'm saying? It's all people typing. Oh, he said this. Who gives a shit, man? Who cares?
We just like to make fun of Tony because
yeah, no, I get all that, but like you know, some of these shows they spend the whole show talking about, you know, like what Danny say. It's like the romper room or something. Isn't that what Danny?
Yeah,
exactly.
Well, Bigfoot.
Yeah.
There's certain people that people shouldn't even be talking about. They're not. They're not what they say they ever were. Period.
Right.
They're not even. I would just go, ha ha, move along. That's it.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Next.
I get all that. I get all that, but it's like it becomes a point to where just because you're not saying it, if you're entertaining it, you're just as guilty as they are. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying?
Well, Bigfoot. Let's say Angel Gotti is Gotti's daughter. Let's say she's his closest daughter. Let's say he had a relationship like no other. Here's the bottom line. He wasn't telling her what was going on in his life outside of that house. So what is the point of even talking about it? You're not going to know as the child of what your father's doing.
Yeah.
You wouldn't know unless you were walking with him, like, say, Catolo. That's the only way you'd know, or else you don't know. So shut up.
See, the thing I like other guys besides Danny do it that I know, but when you're like you're telling a story, right? But you're not feeding in all the bullshit that comes along with it. You're just telling a little piece of it because anybody who lived that life the way that the stories come out, like none of them should be proud of it. I mean, it
Right.
happened. Yeah, it happened. Okay, yeah, you did it. Whatever. But if you're on YouTube or where else bragging about it, come on, dude. You might as well
I
still
told
be doing it.
you're right, and I talked to Danny. I talked to Danny about guys on my block, and I said, Danny, you know this guy, you know that, you know. I told Danny I had no idea what the fuck they were doing. Nothing.
Right.
I didn't know. I was a kid. How would I know? They
Right.
wouldn't tell me. They're not gonna come to me going, "Hey, guess what I just did? I just picked up 40 grand from the barber."
Yeah.
I'm not gonna know this stuff. They're not gonna drag you into that. They're little
Right.
kid. So what? I don't understand these stories where they're coming from.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, it's like you're bragging about committing, you know, whatever. Like, come on.
They're
dude.
not gonna tell. They're not gonna tell their 8-year-old son. Let's put it that way.
Right. If you can't say it to your kids, why are you going to say it out here, right? Because there's other people listening. You know what I mean?
I mean, there's instances like Frances and Bill Catolo. They brought their kid along into the life. So then that's a different instance, like you know, Gotti Jr. But you know, you're like a guy like say me and Lee, and Lee's parents were involved, and like my dad and everything. They're never going to tell us any of that stuff. We're not going to know anything, the inner workings. So why, you know, who's Angel Gotti? She's just a kid that grew up in a house where her father was probably never home. And, you know,
but to be honest, though, it's still a brand. It doesn't matter who's carrying the last name.
Yeah, I know.
It's a brand. And
yeah, it's a brand.
It's how you use your brand.
I got to be honest. I've seen the show 15 minutes twice, and all it was is just people yelling over each other. And I was gone. I wanted to see who Angel Gotti was because I never heard of her.
Yeah, see, that's the whole thing that I don't like about all of it. It's like, you know, it's cool to tell a story and all that, but at what point are you incriminating yourself? You know what I mean?
Listen, what this show wants to do, what Danny and I want to do, is we really don't want to be involved in it.
Yeah, no, I know. I can tell. I can tell that.
We want to put out good content, and it's easy to get caught up in. And I made this mistake, getting caught up in this shit.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, that's what I'm trying to express. You know, like, you know, he's got. Here we go with these lights again. I'm in the car.
Well, Danny's stories are funny and interesting and different. Yeah. So keep that up. You know.
Yeah, he's not standing on a soapbox bragging about it. You know what I'm saying?
No.
Yeah, and they're interesting. They're funny. He makes lightheartedness. They're very lighthearted. You know.
The thing that
as brutal as they might be, they're still lighthearted.
Yeah.
You know the thing on here with all this back and forth. The reality is, you got some talented people out here that could do shows without the back and forth. You know,
absolutely.
It's easy to get caught up in it. It's easy.
Exactly. No, that's
when someone pulls your names, you get pulled in very easily. You know.
I think the first guys I watched were you and FBS were the first guys I watched when I first started watching this, and then only the Jimmy Calandra thing I started watching because I knew them from the neighborhood, and one of my friends who was killed used to hang out with them a lot, and I wanted to see what exactly they did because I didn't know what they did. You know what I mean? I had no idea. I knew Louis was heavy. I just didn't know them. You know, except once in a while we go to the park and we play softball and they'd be playing on the field too. Yeah, that was it. That's all I knew of them.
And the thing of it is too, right? Is like you get to a point to where they're constantly poking at you. You get irritated. You get pissed off, so you start doing it back. But at the end of the day, you're really just giving them more people going to their channel, more people, but you know what I'm saying, just off of the bullshit. You know what I mean?
Well, people take sides in this, and it's unfortunate, but it's what happens. You know, and that's the reality is if everybody was getting along, everybody would have better numbers. You know, and FBS and I spent 8 months tearing each other apart. And we probably slowed the growth of our shows down tremendously.
Yeah,
we did horrible things, said horrible things to each other, like for 8 months. So, and our shows just to a crawl. Now Danny and I, we pick up 500 to 600 subs a month now, like it's nothing, and because we're not getting caught up in it.
I never took a side in those. I never took a side in those wars, Lee. I just used to sit back and laugh.
Yeah, I just watch, dude.
A lot of people are watching this. Even the media is watching what's going on in this genre right now. You got You'd be surprised who's watching this genre. And I noticed for a fact some of the people watching the genre, but you got some characters in this genre. You got one guy who's a bum in a tent, and
Oh my goodness.
yeah, he's basically, but he has a special on Netflix, so he has a little popularity from that. Think about it, the media. Like I'm in here, my brother was pretty famous, for a long time. Before he died.
I'm pretty famous. They've been looking for me for how long? How long they've been looking for me?
Hey Lee, I got something for you, Lee. Here, look. See if you can read that, Lee.
You got zooming in, bro. I can't see nothing.
Yeah, I see it.
Oh, it's Lee, but I'm just trying to read it too.
Yeah.
Oh, baby.
I just seen that recently too.
Oh yeah, did you?
Yeah, I agree. I think if you don't entertain the shenanigans, you'll get a lot farther, right? That's what I feel like.
And the
It's like in
people
regular life.
are nothing what people think they are. Like they'll see us being angry and stuff, and if they met us in real life, none of us are that way.
Right.
It's like we're evil nuts and we do horrible things and stuff. None of us are really the way they. You have a group of people here, trolls that make a lot of trouble, and they do it all over the internet. You have good people.
Yeah.
You have good people that kill themselves because of trolls.
Yep.
Jeez.
I mean,
It's that extreme, is it?
Oh, dude, it's so extreme. It's so extreme.
It goes back to what I just was saying. If you entertain it, that's when it gets worse and worse. You know what I'm saying, right? It gets worse and worse, and it just bubbles, man. You know what I mean? Just from like
that's yeah. I mean, I don't know why people let it get that deep.
Yeah.
Yeah, guys, please don't block Scott Bell. Come on.
What Danny say? Yeah, I'm going to New York. If you have an issue, come talk to me.
Yeah, because they won't. They won't. But they have a platform where they talk shit about somebody and they know they can't get touched or bothered or whatever. So that's what they do.
Exactly. Exactly, man. That's it.
And you know what trolls are? They're basically people that in real life have probably been abused and picked on their whole lives. So it's time for them to get back at the world. They don't show their face and they go from show to show.
Danny, you're coming to New York for real? Or?
Yeah.
When are you going to be around?
I'm not sure yet. Probably in a week or so.
No, you got my number. Call me and let me know you're here.
Yeah, of course.
We'll go hit a bite or something.
There you go.
We'll go sit in front of the mansion. See who owns it.
Yeah.
We'll watch all the Chinese coming in and out of the building.
Yeah.
They have no lives. They don't know how to interact with people online. They don't know how to Mustache Pete. They don't know how to interact in society in real life. If we seen what some of these trolls look like, we'd be shocked.
Here's my thing with that too. Is like I think it's pretty sad, honestly, that you got to get on the internet and run your mouth to somebody you've never even seen in person, right? You've never seen anybody. I mean, maybe it's a rare thing, right, that you've seen somebody in person on YouTube or whatever on one of these shows, right? But it's pretty sad that you got to get on the internet and type up a bunch of nonsense to somebody you've never even seen face to face.
Right.
It's pretty sad. You know? Like, are you that bored? Like, you got nothing to do? You can't go sweep the floor, you know?
Yeah,
something. Do the dishes, something, you know? Let the dog out. Like,
I gotta say something, guys. Scott Bell is he watches this show. You guys may not like what he says, but I really don't want him blocked. Let me decide whether Scott Bell gets blocked, please. I mean, it's you guys are a little bit too. Some people are just too sensitive, man. I don't give a shit if you don't like Scott Bell, but he does watch the show. Please don't block him.
Well, guys,
an audience member is an audience member, right?
I'm gonna go inside and eat my dinner. You guys have a good evening. All right.
All right, Bigfoot. Thanks for dropping by, man.
Yeah. Take care. Be easy, guys.
All right, brother.
Hey, Dan.
Camera, man.
Yeah, Pop.
There's the old man with the radio sitting outside the house.
Radio. Yeah. There he is. I see him. Yeah.
Who's that?
My father making believe he was listening to the Met game while people are dropping off money.
Yeah. Remember the old transistor radios, too?
That's what he had, the little square one. He'd keep it on his ear.
Yeah.
Love the show, fellas. Props to Danny, stand-up guy. Thank you, Rye Guy.
I appreciate it.
No doubt.
Okay, I'm going to let you go doing your business. I appreciate you coming by.
Hey, there's a message for Gunsmoke. Get off your ass and do some shows. You need the money.
Yeah.
You're a good kid. You're a good kid.
But he's not a kid.
I could tell he's. You know what? But he's a good kid.
He's almost
You could
40.
tell. You could tell he's an alright kid. He's a soft-spoken kid.
He's definitely a good guy. Looks out for.
Keep making him that money, Lee, and get your vig.
Yeah.
Take care, my man. I appreciate it.
Take it easy. Nice to see you guys.
Joey, see you later, pal.
Yeah, Danny.
All right.
Okay. So we're going to close the show out, people. We've been on an hour and a half. I wasn't expecting to come on tonight. Yeah, I'm going to see what happens when you tell the truth. Scott, I'm going to figure out who's blocking you, and I'm going to deal with it. The blocking of Scott has to stop, people. I disagree with some things Scott says, but come on, this is my show. If I want to block Scott, I'll block Scott. Just send me a text, put something in there, and let me know that he's doing something wrong. Come on, I don't want to be talking about this every show. This is ridiculous. How many times is Scott Bell going to accuse me of stolen valor before he goes? But you know what, Mike? I understand that. But that's an argument between you and him. And really, Scott, I would prefer that you don't do it. But please, don't block him. Smartphone. Lee Cole has never listened to suggestions from experienced live streamers. When you started, you only let troll mods control your chat. The pizza is rats. What the fuck are you trying to say, smartphone? I already discussed that. I mean, seriously. You're a sub, so I'll leave you alone. Okay, so I appreciate you guys being here tonight. We weren't expecting to do a show. We might do a show tomorrow. Who knows? But everybody take care and have a nice night and enjoy your night. Take care, people. Thank you.